All right, so this is my Cloudy Sky project number 1 about the solar system to scale. Let's go ahead and look at what we did for the planets. All right, so starting off, I decided to use this soccer ball as my sun, and then I took the actual diameter of the sun and divided it by the diameter of this soccer ball to be able to find my conversion factor, which, as you can see, is a ginormous number. I then took this conversion factor and I divided all the diameters of the planets by this conversion factor to find the to-scale diameters of each of the planets. Here in this video, you can see I'm writing it out in centimeters. What it actually ended up being was a much smaller number in kilometers, but for the sake of the chalk in my hand and time, I just decided to write it out in centimeters in this video. I did the exact same thing with all of the distances between all the planets with the same conversion factor so that everything would be to scale, and then I went on to measure the distance and find different things. Here's a little snapshot of the distance and the actual size of the planets. I then went around and I found different household objects in my house that would work for the sizes of these planets. So let's go see how we measure the distance. All right, so we're actually finished with our project, but I realized I forgot to do an intro video. Ammon, say hi.
Hi.
And so we're gonna make this our intro video. Welcome to my solar system project that I turned into a video. We've had a lot of rainy days recently and some hazy stuff with the Canadian fires. So I decided to do this cloudy sky project on the scale of the solar system. Luckily today we did have some sun, so I can come out here and make the solar system, but it is a long walk, so let's go ahead and see how long this is. All right, so we made it to Mercury. As you can see, it was not that big of a walk. There's the sun right there. And Mercury to scale is about this big, pretty tiny, pretty small. All right, let's keep going. We made it to Venus. Still not very far away from the sun. And as you can see, Venus is still kind of a tiny little dot compared to the sun. All right, so we made it to Earth, and Earth, in comparison to the sun, is about the size of a pin. This is one of my mom's favorite sewing pins. Is it focusing? Yeah. Can you see it? We made it to Mars, and you can see how small Mars is. I don't know if you can see that. Stop it. And there it is, teeny tiny little dot compared to all the way the sun is out there. One thing I will mention really quickly is just how grateful I am for all my brothers and sister who helped me out with this. They helped me measure and tie down the stakes and tape all the things and measure everything and then keep going and running, and so I really couldn't have done this project without them, and I'm very grateful for all the help they gave me. All right, we made it to Jupiter, and as you can see, out where Grant is, that's the sun. So Jupiter is pretty far away.
Yikes.
Here's the size of Jupiter, significantly bigger than the other ones. Obviously, it is a gas giant. So there's Jupiter. Snack break time. We all got kind of tired after walking to Jupiter. All right, so we made it to Saturn. Here it is. Super cute. Much bigger than the other planets, but still smaller than Jupiter. And fun fact, these rings are actually not to scale. If they were to scale, then they would be thinner than paper. But as you can see, the sun is way out there where those trees are, past the hill. You can't really see it, but yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. I made it to a fence. Grant, I don't think we should jump it. No, it's actually like illegal.
Really?
Yeah, let's just go down that way.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so as I mentioned, we did hit a fence, and this was kind of funny. So we had to bend our solar system a little, but I did not want to break any laws. I was also so sad because we forgot to take a video at Uranus. So you'll see it here in a little bit when we do a walkthrough, but it's actually right here. And then we just kept going out to Neptune after that. Actually, yeah. And then, as you can see, the camera quality went down significantly. My phone actually died, and I had to use my brother's phone, which was a little sad, but you still get the gist of how far we had to go out to Neptune.
Finally, you made it to Neptune, obviously. It's almost nighttime, so we're going to do one more walkthrough so you can see really how big this thing is. Look how tiny Neptune is compared to the sun, which is about
The size of my finger.
it's
Pretty small.
Very small. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and do a walkthrough, and that will be the end of our day, but that was long. We have to also clean up, so.
All right, so one last walkthrough of our solar system. My brother ran through this on a time lapse, and it goes by pretty quick at the beginning, but I just think it's so funny at the end because the camera is bouncing so much because he's running. But I really do think it gives a nice scale and an idea of the scale of the solar system. And yeah, this was a really fun activity. It really helped me understand really how big the solar system is and how far apart all of the planets are. And really, I'm sorry for how much this thing is bouncing, but thank you for watching. And just the same with my other Cloudy Sky project, all of this will be on paper as well. Thanks for watching.